Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of our App State Dynasty. Last week we played against North Dakota State University, and we actually pulled out the win 38-14. Let me know in the comments who you guys think is the face of this franchise. For me personally, I'm thinking it's going to be Cameron Peoples. He had 2 back-to-back fantastic weeks, and it seems like someone we can really rely on to be able to move the ball effectively on offense. So let me know what you guys think. I'd like to hear your feedback too. He's actually ranked 6th here in rushing with 274 yards so far for this year. To take a look at recruiting, we have defensive end Ryan Simmons, a 73 overall. We're winning pretty solidly on him. We have this other defensive end down here too, Mike Mayhew. He's also a 73, and we're slowly losing a little bit, but it doesn't seem too bad so far. So hopefully we're able to get both of those guys to kind of, resurface our new defensive line for next year. We also have Eric Hart, the quarterback that we're gaining on pretty well. Heath Whaley, that free safety, he's also looking pretty good right now. And Paul Pittman, we look like we're in a pretty solid shot to win that one. We have 4 corners we're looking at. It's a little tough to see if we can get these corners, but hopefully we'll be able to pull some of them out. I'm not ready to give up on them just yet, but we'll see how they turn out the rest of the season. So our next game, we're playing against Fresno State. We're projected to lose this game, and they're ranked better than us. Their offense is ranked technically 7th in the league as far as points, even though it's still early on in the season. So we'll see if our defense can hold them back. And we are underway at Kid Brewer Stadium for Week 3 against Fresno State. Deshaun Davis is going to take this one out. We're going to see if we can get some move around the outside, and he's got some space. He makes a man miss, spins upfield, and he's going to be finally taken down close to the 40. That's a fantastic return. So after the amazing return from Deshaun Davis, we're going to start an excellent field position with Cameron Peoples. He's going to fumble the ball. Henry Pearson luckily bails him out, but that is not a good start to this game. We really need to cut down on turnovers. We cannot be letting them have free turnovers right away. We're going to pass this over to Miller Gibbs, and he's going to gain about 8 yards. We need to continue to pound the ball on the ground on offense and get Cameron Peoples the ball. Cameron Peoples has been averaging just under 5 yards a carry, but so far it is not working very well today as we lose another yard. Our offense has been starting slow in each of our games, and we hope to change that today. We're going to dump it off short again, and we're only going to get another 2 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. 3rd and long. We're going to see if we can just pull some slants out here or possibly hit him up the middle. Now we're going to just have to dump it off, and we're not going to get the first. Christian Wells makes the catch, but it's not enough. So after the punt, Fresno State's going to start at about the 20-yard line. They're going to try a speed option and hand the ball off, and Mims is going to break a tackle, and he's got some space, and he gains another 12 yards. We got to stop this running now. I feel like every time we start this game, we always struggle with a run early. And that's another one, is he's going to have so much space, and they're going to be finally breaking tackles and still pushed out at the 40-yard line. Hopefully we'll get some of those recruits that both of those DNs we're looking at this offseason, so we'll be able to get a little better run defense. And that's a great tackle from Nick Hampton, though. 2nd and 9. Looks like they're probably going to run it again. They try a read option. Their quarterback's got tons of room, and he fumbles the football. A huge hit from Ethan Johnson. Ethan Johnson saw that play from a mile away, came in, laid a huge hit on Jake Hayner, and that's going to turn the ball over, and we're going to recover. And I am so happy that Ethan Johnson is being able to start making some sort of points on this offense. Our run offense is really not working today, so we're going to go 5 wide and see if we can do something else, because we got to capitalize on that turnover. Bryce is going to drop back, throw it to Alton Stroman, who's going to fight for about 12. Almost picks up the first. We really need to get Dalton Stroman involved more on this offense. I think that's only his 5th catch so far of the season. Cameron Peoples is going to get a nice gain of 8 yards in the first down. We're just going to continue to keep handing the ball off to Cameron Peoples here. We want him to gain some more yards, and he gets another 8. 2nd and 2. We're starting to threaten in their territory. We're going to run the ball again, and he somehow doesn't get the first, though. Cameron Peoples almost has 300 yards so far on this season, and he's going to make a nice move. Barely fits between the tackle and the guard and gets 7 yards. We've been running the ball a lot. We're going to see if we can throw some play action in here, and it looks like he's got some space, and that's a terrible throw. He threw that so low that got intercepted by the linebacker. What was Chase Bryce doing there? That is Chase's 3rd interception on the season, and at least 2 of those 3 have been so terrible with passes that there's no way a better quarterback makes that throw. But that's a great play from Stephen Jones Jr. 2nd and long. We're expecting a pass here. Looks like it's a wide receiver screen, and they somehow get so many yards to the tight end there. Now they're coming out in 4 wide again here. Looks like it's a pass. They're going to just dump it off down low, and Logan Dublin misses the tackle. That would have brought up 4th down. We're going to try to bring some pressure here, bring a blitz, see what we can do, make him have to think about it in the pocket. He hands it off, and Andrew Parker is right there for the TFL. Another 2nd and long, and how many times have they almost converted on this every time? And they're going to run the ball, break a tackle with the QB, and he's going to be taken down after 9 yards. They're really liking to run the ball, especially with their quarterback, who's already fumbled once in this game. And they're going to drop it underneath and not going to pick up the first. Logan Dublin makes the tackle that time. And they are going for it on 4th down. This is a big chance for our defense to keep them from moving the ball. They're going to try a screen pass, and he's going to be short. Trey Cobb made the great tackle. At the end of the first, it's still scoreless, but now we have the ball. 1st and 10. We're going to try to run the ball here with Cameron Peoples again, and he just cannot get to the outside. That star linebacker knows what to do. We're going to try to see if we can hit him with a play-action screen pass. There wasn't really anybody open, so we're just going to have to throw this one away. Fresno State's defense has been the best defense that we've gone against so far this year. And on these sliders, it makes it tough. That is a terrible pass again. I thought he was going to be open, but he got glued. 1st and 10, next possession for Fresno State. Jake Hayner's going to draw back, roll a little bit out of the pocket. He throws a dart to Cropper. What a throw from the QB. I don't know how he fit that in that window. Ethan Johnson looked like he was blanketing him. There's not an open receiver here. He somehow throws it perfectly. Ethan just missed it. And I guess that is what you get when you have a true freshman at corner. Sometimes you get good plays and sometimes you get bad ones. But wow, that was a hit from Ronald Clark. It's so nice to see that Ronald Clark's only a sophomore. So having him to have hits like that for a while is going to be really nice. And they're going to still get that first. We're going to try to call a blitz again. I don't know what the alignment is on this defense. I'm going to have to run all the way over here with Ross. And that is just broken up in the backfield. Andrew Parker again with a huge TFL, his 2nd of the game. So far, man blitzing is about the only thing that has been successful against this Fresno State offense. We're going to try to see if we can do it again, and he fit the needle right in there. 2nd and 2, empty backfield. Let's see what they do. They're going to motion the receiver over. It's definitely a run play. We have guys there. He breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet and barely falls. I thought for sure he was going to get that first, but Andrew Parker was there for another tackle. And I don't know what I must have done to this offensive coordinator for Fresno State, but they're going for it again, and he is going to get it again. And they're going to run the ball off to Mims, and he's not going to go anywhere. It's sad that we're going to be losing both of our middle linebackers, Trey Cobb, and wow, that was a great tackle from Nick Hampton. 3rd and long. They're going to do a draw play to Mims. He breaks a tackle, and he gains 4. I don't know what that call was, because that wasn't going anywhere. 4th down, they're going to They're going to kick a field goal. It is up, and it is good. We've started behind in every single game so far this year, and that is right up the seam to Christian Wells. He saw that it was cover 3, and Chase Bryce threaded the needle right in the middle of the coverage. See if we can go back to running the ball again with Cameron Peoples. He's going to try to push up field and gets about 3 yards. 2nd and 7, we're going to try to see if we can get another screen play here, and they knew that from the beginning, and we're not going to get anything. We're going to drop back on 3rd down, see if we can just hit something short, and he overthrew him by a lot. That guy was open, too. The inaccuracies of Chase Bryce are really starting to add up here, and one of these times, it's going to cost us a game, as we're going to get them for no gain again. Logan Dublin with a nice tackle. So far, the only ways we've been able to win is by having a solid defense in the second half and have a good run game to run on. And they're going to throw that, and that is wide open. Ethan Johnson blew his assignment, misses a tackle, and he's gone. A huge touchdown for Jalen Cropper. That was a terrible play for us defensively. Well, now after the huge defensive lapse, we're behind by 10 points now. And that's a great run. He spins upfield. Cameron Peoples has got some space. He's going down the sideline to the 30, breaks a tackle, and he's pushed out around the 25. Cameron Peoples with the longest run of the season so far and his career. That is the spark we needed to get some points on offense. And after the big play from Cameron Peoples, we're going to drop back and try to see if we can just hit him with a quick pass. Throws a perfect throw to Caden Robinson to the sideline. See, that's what we need on a regular basis. We're going to have to start chewing a little bit of clock, though, because we really don't want them to have another chance to score offensively. We're going to see if we can hit him up the middle. No, we're just going to drop it off to Deshaun Davis for 7. 2nd and 3, we're going to run this off to Cameron Peoples, and he's going to make a couple of guys miss and gain 4. 1st and goal, we're going to try to run it up the middle with Peoples, and that's a touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the season. Cameron Peoples puts us on the board. 31 seconds left in the half. Jake Hayner's going to drop back and see what he has open here. And he has nothing. He's going to get sacked. Andrew Parker with another sack. And that's going to bring us to halftime. 10-7 Fresno State. Fresno State gets the ball to start the second half. They're going to throw it over to Josh Kelly, and he's going to get taken down for a gain of 12. We're going to call another man blitz here, see if we can get them thinking about it. And a perfect play call for them to call a screen pass. And he's got so much space, and they get the first down. 1st and 10, they're going to run the ball off to Mims, and he's going to get taken down. Great tackle from Ronald Clark. We need to find a way to get them off the field without scoring any points here. And Andrew Parker, another TFL. He has been an animal today. 3rd and long. Hayner's going to drop back, roll out of the pocket, throws to Kelly, and he's gashed us for another 20-some yards. Dexter Lawrence somehow won inside leverage on that last play, but Josh Kelly still won the battle in the end anyway. And Ronald Clark, another huge hit. This man has been laying some lumber all season. I feel like he's going to be earning his nickname as the Lumberjack. Let me know in the comments what you guys think I should call him, but this man's been hitting hard. Too bad he can't cover, so he's probably firewood after that last play, giving up 17 on the corner route. But then he makes another tackle like this, so I don't even know what to say about him. 2nd and goal. This is a big opportunity for us to get a stop here. We see the motion. We're going to try to run commit, and they knew it. Andrew Parker, another TFL. I don't even know how many he has now. 5 TFLs in this game. That is insane. 3rd and goal. Big opportunity for us defensively to get a stop. They're going to run a draw play, and he's not going anyway. Jordan Earl makes the big tackle. 4th down upcoming. They are going to try to kick the field goal to put them up by 6. The kick is up, and it is good. 1st and 10, our next possession. We're going to try to run the ball off to Cameron Peoples. He's going to spin upfield, and he fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by Bailey. Another huge turnover, and I think we got to challenge that, because I don't know if he was down or not. Let's see if we can see it in the replay. I don't know. It's a terrible camera angle. We're going to have to challenge that. Yeah, I think we got to challenge the fumble. Let's see if we can get a better camera angle from here. He spins. I feel like his knee looks down. His knee definitely looks down. Terrible camera angles, though. Let's see what they say. And it looks like they agree with us. It's been reversed. 2nd and 7 after we win the challenge. We're going to try to scroll out, and he missed him by a mile. Another bad pass. 3rd and 7. We're going to try to see if we can motion Peoples out and put them on a quicker route. See if we can mix up some of these linebackers in coverage here. And we're just going to have to dump it off. He gets the complete pass, but Harrington has to stop his feet, or we're not going to get the first down. 1st and 10 for Fresno State. They're trying to see if they can put them up by 2 scores. Trey Cobb makes a good tackle on Jordan Mims. 2nd and 9. Going to drop back, and that is wide open. The tight end, Pauls Jr., just gets 27 yards on the sideline against us. And I don't know what it is, but sometimes it seems like our corners play so well, and then other times we can't stay with anybody, as they're going to gain another 6 yards on the option. 2nd and short. They're going to fake the handoff and throw a perfect pass to who else than Josh Kelly. He rips us for another 35. So far, we have not been able to stick with these guys right now. We're going to motion over and make a huge tackle. Good stop, Ethan Johnson. 2nd and long. We really have to hold him here. And Mims trucks him, and he's going to gain 7. 3rd and 5. We're going to try to bring the safeties up a little bit so that we're a little closer to these guys. And there's nothing there. Andrew Parker, another sack. This man is putting himself above the rest of the defense right now. Fresno State's going to attempt to kick another field goal here to put them up by 9. The kick is up, and it is good. On this possession, we really need to put up some points here. We're going to try some read option with Chase Bryce, and he's going to gain 9 yards. That's a solid run for him. Chase Bryce really isn't the fastest guy, but he can use his legs occasionally. And that's a nice run for Cameron Peoples. Good vision for him to gain 12 there. With that run, Cameron Peoples is now over the century mark for the 3rd consecutive game. And he's going to lose another yard. We're going to run the ball again to Bryce, and he is going to get taken down for 9 yards. Now, starting the 4th quarter, this is go time for us. We're going to have another huge gain for Chase Bryce. We're just going to try to go out of bounds so we don't fumble it. Bryce has been very effective in the read option so far today, and Cameron Peoples has some nice space to the outside. He's going to spin upfield, and he gets finally taken down at the 20-yard line. knocking on the red zone. Peoples is going to get another run. He cuts back to the left. If he wouldn't have got tripped up, we might have had even more there. 2nd and 8. We're going to run the ball up to the middle with Peoples, and he's going to gain 7. I'm so glad we still have one more year left with Cameron Peoples, even though technically the best running back on our roster is being redshirt right now in the name of Nate Noel. And that is an amazing run by the fullback. David Larkin just fought himself forward for 12 yards. And we're just going to try to run this thing right up the middle and take our points. Daytrick Harrington in for the touchdown. That's his first touchdown of the year. And it puts us only back by 2. 1st and 10 for Fresno State. They're only up by 2. They're going to try to run it right up the middle. And the lumberjack with a huge hit. After the big hit, it's 2nd and 7. They're going to hand the ball off to Mims, and he's not going anywhere. This is a pretty big 3rd down for us. We really need to get a stop on it. They're going to run. Oh, that's a wide open pass to Josh Kelly. We tried zone, and it really did not work. And Jake Hayner is 14 for 14. He has not thrown an incomplete pass in this game so far. Empty backfield for Hayner, and that was a risky pass. He barely fit that in there before Stephen Jones was there. Another 3rd down incoming. We're going to see if we can maybe put some pressure on him. And they're going to throw. That is almost intercepted. He dropped a huge wide open pass. So we now have 4.5 minutes after the punt to move the ball. And we're going to lose too. That's not how you want to start that. We have found ourselves in this position again. Down by a score. 4th quarter, looking for a comeback. Had to just dump it off. There was nothing open there. 3rd and 9. Big play incoming, and there's nobody on Page. Tyler Page with a nice move. He breaks a tackle. He's going to try to juke, and he's finally taken down at about the 42-yard line. Tyler Page was wide open on the corner blitz, and we made him pay for that one. After the big play, we'll try to calm it down and run some more clock with Cameron Peoples, and he's going to fall forward for another 3 or 4 yards. We're going to try to just keep chewing clock here. Cameron Peoples is going to cut up field, and he gets the 1st down for another 7. Under 3 minutes remaining, we're going to run the ball off to Peoples, and he fights forward for 10 yards. We're going to wait to put chew clock on until we're in field goal range, so it's solidified. Peoples is going to somehow still be up, and he pushes for 6. 2 minutes now left in the game. Peoples is not going anywhere. We're going to lose a yard. 1.5 minutes left in this game now. Try a read option, and Chase Price has a nice block, and he's going to be finally taken down. I was so glad he didn't fumble the ball without being able to slide there. We're going to run the ball to Cameron Peoples. He's going to make a man miss, and he's going to have some space, and he's in for the touchdown. Cameron Peoples. We had to take our points when we get them just because we were given the opportunity to do it. We're going to try to go for 2 points here to make this a 6-point game. We're going to run the ball up the middle. Peoples has it somehow. So here we go. Jake Hayner has one opportunity to drive them down the field and get the lead. My only issue with scoring is we scored way too fast and we gave them a full minute. And that is a great way to start this down. Loss of 7. 2nd and very long. Hayner's going to drop back. He's got a wide open corner around, and he dropped it. Huge drop. That's going to bring up a big 3rd down. 3rd and 17. We're going to try to pump this crowd up. They're going to do another screen pass to Wells, and he's not going anywhere. That is 4th and 17 now. This is the ball game. So here we go. Ball game in the balance right now. They need 17 yards. Hayner's going to drop back, and he's going to throw a perfect pass, and Cropper's going to break a tackle and get the 1st. That is unbelievable. They're going to go no huddle as they somehow get the 1st. Hayner's going to drop back and throws. That is a perfect pass for another 1st down, and they're already in midfield. 40 seconds left at midfield. Fresno State really looks like they're driving right now, and that is a perfect pass over Cobb's head right to the tight end. We are not looking good right now, boys. Hayner is a man on a mission right now, and we're going to try to call a little bit of pressure here, and he somehow throws a perfect pass. They're going to break a tackle, and they're down to the 10-yard line. So there was an injury timeout. The receiver for Fresno State got injured on the last play. And so after that little breather, we're going to see what everybody has. So they're going to dump it off to Mims, and he's going to gain a few more yards. Fresno State down to their final timeout. 10 seconds left. They are going to just spike it. There's 5 seconds left in this ball game now. The pressure is building in this game. Literally, they need 4 yards to win this game. We're going to call up a cover 2 defense, looks like, and he somehow gets it over the linebacker. What a throw to their tight end who mossed our linebacker. We had 3 guys in coverage right there, and no one was able to get a hand on him. The extra point is up, and it is good, and Fresno State has the lead. Jake Hayner just drove down the full field to give them the lead. And I cannot believe that this is happening. They drove the full field in a minute to give them the lead, and unless we have some sort of miracle here, it's probably going to be it. And we had just no time to throw the ball. That is such a disappointing loss. Our final score, Fresno State 23, App State 22, and an insane comeback from Jake Hayner. He's clearly played the game. 357 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's absurd. We knew we weren't going to go undefeated this season. Our team is not good enough for that, and it was fun while it lasted with the 2 wins, but we knew we weren't going to be able to do it forever. So for game stats, Chase Bryce went 11 for 16 for 103 yards and an interception. He had a terrible game offensively, just couldn't get anything going. Cameron Peoples, though, 171 yards and 2 touchdowns. Massive game from Cameron Peoples. Wide receivers just could not get open. Nobody really had a good game. Nobody even had 30 yards for our team receiving, which is terrible. Defensively, Ronald Clark was the man. 11 tackles is absurd. But Andrew Parker, 6 TFLs and 2 sacks is ridiculous. Trey Cobb also a shout-out with 5 tackles and 2 TFLs. Well, that's going to about wrap it up for this video. Still cannot believe that we lost that game at the last second. We really should have just run the rest of the clock out and tried to kick a field goal. So that one stinks. But we didn't think we were going to go undefeated the whole year. We're still a very low overall team in a very early school. So we're expecting to lose some games. So hopefully we can turn it around next week. We have a bye week next week in week 4. So we'll pick it back up week 4 and 5 in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching the video. We're building this community together, so if you have any feedback for me, just drop a comment below and let me know. I try my best to read every comment in the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the content and want to know when the next video drops. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.